All right. Hey, shitheads. Welcome to Shit Talk episode 6. We actually got Red, White, and Ben back in the house. He had a little bit of under the weather last week, so...
I had some congestion and bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool, though. It's fine. It's cool. It's kosher.
Yeah. So, you feeling better this week, or...?
Yeah, I am, actually.
Oh, that's great.
I just need a couple days off. Probably running myself into the ground a little too much and, like to party.
I heard moonshine is the cure.
Oh, dude. I'll tell you what, man.
Before we get down that route, though, one thing I did want to bring up is actually... if you guys remember back in the very first Shit Talk that we ever did, we talked about Gina Carano. She's actually back in the news again, and exactly for what happened before. What happened before was Gina did some Twitter stuff, which, of course, the liberal media didn't enjoy, but then... Gina went out and kind of laid low, but she kind of kept up her whole tweeting thing, and totally, that's up to her. That's her thing. It's her personal, professional. She can do whatever she wants. However, now it's starting to come out that Disney executives are pressuring her that if she doesn't actually come out with a verbal and written apology for her Twitter antics that she's been doing, being pro-Trump, pro-conservative, pro-guns, she's going to get removed from The Mandalorian and any future Star Wars. So.
In the show's defense, nobody has really been killed off yet, so that could kind of work in their favor.
Yeah, I haven't watched anything.
All right, so I'm interested what
You'll be like me last week with them talking about Wonder Woman.
This is usually when I just hijack stuff and I say random bullshit, and I got nothing right now. I'm just gonna drink this beer.
Okay, so but you said something like have you been watching it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I probably watched through it 4 times.
Okay, and then what do you mean to their defense?
Well, they haven't killed anybody off,
so
this would be an opportune moment for them to do it.
Well,
next season, right obviously.
Yeah. Well, next season, and you also have the Book of Boba coming out, so I'm really excited about that.
Oh yeah, I'm super excited about that. I don't nerd out over too many things, but Star Wars is one of them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this Budweiser is pretty good. Pretty excited about it. Got it for free.
Carded when you bought that.
Mm-hmm. I got it for free. Thank you very much. I didn't have to pay shit. I didn't get carded. I didn't have to go to the damn store.
So that's actually one of the first things I wanted to go over, just because I personally, I think it's kind of shitty for them to do that. Because imagine if your boss come up to you and said, hey, I saw what you were posting on your Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and you're going to have to apologize to all your coworkers.
Could you imagine if that happened here?
Oh, my God.
It'd be like, all right, hey, on today's agenda, we've got so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so's apology.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be a fun good time. We ain't apologizing
well, honestly,
for shit.
That comes into the whole, modern social media thing where since she works for a private company, technically, can the First Amendment apply to her? Or since she represents the company, can she not say whatever she wants? Which is kind of what's going on with social media right now with everybody getting censored.
Yeah, I don't think it is a situation where she is no longer representing the company.
God forbid you say which president you voted for.
Oh yeah. That one's rough. I don't think it is a situation like that. I think the big thing is probably going to turn into that she is going to get us a little slap on the wrist, which was what I was thinking was going to happen. But now, there's all these rumors flying around saying that she's getting pressured to actually create a official apology. I'm just no. You can, hate on her as much as you want because of her political opinion or her political viewpoints. That's her right to have that. But then for us to come in and say, well, you have to apologize because you're insensitive to my I'm just like, no. You have yours, I have mine. Like, you don't have to. I'm not going to apologize for mine.
It's funny how much shit people get for, like, supporting Trump when Kanye ran for president and he is allegedly fucking Jeffree Star. Allegedly.
I heard about that. That look on Ben's face. Do you know who he is?
I don't get into, like, this gossip pop culture stuff
Yeah,
very much,
yeah.
but that showed up on my Snapchat,
I'm
and
pretty
I
sure-
laughed my ass off.
I'm pretty sure I know. Yep. Don't even. Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, I did. You know what? I did hear about this.
Oh.
Oh my
Where's
God.
all the
We got-
Kanye supporters?
So those of you who know, now you know who Jeffree Star is. This is Jeffree Star. And reportedly, Jeffree Star got into a little bang with Kanye West.
Jeffree Star. I've got so many things to say about this. That
Please say 3 of them.
I know it's probably bad. It just looks like, it's like.
It's like
It's like if a dude on Halloween was like, I want to dress up like Katy Perry, Madonna, and whatever the other fucking crazy
like
fucking
Michael
singer
Jackson
chick
and
is.
Lady Gaga had a baby.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one, too.
Oh my God. Yeah. No, fucking next topic. Can we get back to like the whole masks and bank robbers thing? So at least I've got something that won't get me in trouble on that.
Yeah.
for
No,
fuck's
it's
sake.
cool.
Speaking of which, shout out to everybody that fucking came into the shop the other week and was like, your bank robber mask fucking thing. Totally agree with that. I'm like, thank you. Shout out to you, Adam. Talking about you, bud. What up, dude?
And this is actually what Gina Carano actually did. She retweeted a quote from Princess Bride to all the people. Then why is there fear behind your eyes? I really appreciated that she came out and then that was her response. To call out all those guys that, well, keep trying to negate her and push her down. And it really, really gets to me. Just because, I think she's a fantastic addition to the staff and the cast and the plot line. To see her go is actually pretty, it would be really sad. But I do stand with her on, she has her right to have her own political opinion. Moving on to the next point. The next one is actually, we're going to be talking unintentionally, but the next one is actually censorship again. This one, some of you...
Sorry.
Mating call.
I just want to make sure all the folks at home heard that.
Yep.
Loud and clear.
Mm-hmm. Now that we have these nice new mics.
Yeah, I don't even know where to put my empties or nothing like that. I'm having
Yeah.
to like rearrange my whole strategy on the fly. I had something going, and then I come back, and shit's all different, and I got to figure it the fuck out on the fly. It's
I
okay,
think
though. We'll
Scott
be fine.
trained Magnus to take your empties.
Magnus!
I don't think he's underneath me. He's not.
It's on the way out. I'll get it on the way out. It's fine.
So some of you guys might actually know this. Senator Ron Paul and Senator Rand Paul. Ron Paul actually ended up getting his Facebook removed.
Huh.
And
Me too, bud.
yeah,
Oh, I'm back now, but you know.
I removed my Facebook because I got tired of seeing how many people I knew were retarded.
yeah, that will do it. Can I have you move that bottle just a little bit to?
Jesus Christ.
There you go. Thanks.
You're so controlling.
Well,
Like my cat.
Move your bottle. Do this. Don't say anything bad that can get us shut down. Wear your headphones. This, that, and the other. Have a topic.
Do you need to cut out me saying retarded?
no.
That's not very PC.
Yeah, I'll cut it out later.
This isn't a PC. This is a podcast.
Well, I mean, podcasts could be PC if you do it.
I mean, yeah, we're doing it like, in conjunction with a PC, but this,
You know what?
This is a podcast.
I'm the captain now.
Nah, dude.
I will say retarded.
Nah, dude. Try to fucking put some WD-40 on that, bud.
Put some liberal tears on it.
So back to the topic. Senator Ron Paul and Rand Paul. Ron Paul ended up getting his Facebook shut down, and their report was repeatedly going against the community standards, and they have blocked him from managing his page. The situation that I'm actually really pissed off about this is something that has occurred to the majority of the staff here personally. Understanding that inside the clause of the online domain, there's a thing called Section 23, or Article 23. Sorry if I'm incorrect, misremembering it. But that states that a platform is not responsible for the actions or the actual stuff that's happening on the platform. That means Facebook is not responsible for the actions of Ron Paul, and Facebook is not responsible for editing Ron Paul. However, they take it upon themselves to create community guidelines. Now, that's what's really stupid. What is a community guideline? Well, they're saying that it's them inflicting chaos, inflicting harm, brainwashing. Well, let's just take a moment and do a flip side of that coin. What do you think you guys are doing over there? You're doing the exact same thing that you guys are telling us not to do. And then also, instead of allowing people to hear the voice of the opposite side of the aisle, you're coming in and then saying, you know what? Yeah, it's just, we can't hear your voice anymore. We don't want to know what you have to say. We don't even want to know what your opinion is. And in fact, now that you're actually coming out and berating us, we're just going to shut you down. Okay, bye.
Well, Facebook can't brainwash people if we're trying to brainwash people. So I mean, they gotta be like, hey, look, man, there's only room for one brainwasher on this fucking platform, there, bud. Just saying. That's what Facebook's doing right now. But that's whatever. Fuck Facebook.
I mean, you also have the
fuck book pussies.
You also have the Facebook algorithm that will actually put forth certain entities or certain individuals above the others because they pay more into it. Well, then you actually have the big guys like Colleen Noir, Iraq veteran 8888. Those guys have huge following. And yet, those guys, what do they get? They don't have the same social media following as someone like Kanye West, Kim Kardashian. The guys that actually have, something to say and try to be, entertaining with it, they're not allowed to have it. They're not allowed to have that say. In fact, the Facebook algorithm puts them down at the bottom. So, guys, thoughts?
It's stupid.
Yeah.
That's my biggest thought right now.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking hate
Also,
social media.
WhatsApp had an update where now they're like completely partnered with Facebook and they changed their community guidelines or something, which I'm very upset about because my favorite group chat was in WhatsApp.
Dude, that's when you got to go over to like fucking Signal. I'm on Signal.
I've never used that.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so I talked to a friend on Signal that is, overseas and stuff like that. But he won't message me. He won't regularly text me or call me unless he's back stateside.
Mm-hmm.
When he's overseas, he'll use Signal. Which, fun fact, at like 3 or 4 a.m. When we closed that Wednesday for inventory, from like 3 a.m. to like 4:30 in the morning, I was talking to him because it was like daytime over there. And so he's like, he messaged me and he was like, hey, dude, whenever you get up, like, let me know this, that, and the other. And I was like, dude, I'm up right now, man. Like, what's up? And he's like, what the fuck are you doing up? I was like, inventory, bud. Yep. Small parts take a while. I mean, when you got to count every detent, spring, and fucking roll pin.
Yeah.
Dear Lord. Fuck that noise.
So, I'm pretty upset about that. Just because
Inventory?
No.
Oh, okay.
The Rand Paul.
Sorry. I know I hijacked that and ran off in another direction.
No, that's cool.
Yeah. Facebook. Yeah, fuck Facebook. That's what we were. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm. You knew where you were going.
Yeah, totally. I was on track. What's up, bud? I'm back, bitches. I know y'all probably fucking. They're like, oh god, he's back I know. I'm gonna have too much, and then I'm gonna say dumb shit. But bear with me, people. It'll be
Yeah.
a great time.
Yeah. So the next thing I want to go over is actually we're going to be doing a product review. So what we're going to be reviewing is actually this guy.
Wow. And D's on
Bah!
camera. Yeah.
Right into my leg.
Rifle 47.
Yeah. The AK-47 by Zastava. And this guy is actually really cool because this one's actually personally mine. As we talked about last week, I had that Black Aces Tactical Pro Series X, which I purchased for our Christmas.
Hey, bud.
This one is actually personally mine. And I've taken it out and done actually a couple magazines through it and had a lot of fun. And it looks like someone's about to get attacked. Yeah, he's getting... Oh, we can't see the love attacks.
Hey, Ken.
It's off camera.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, there you go. He's getting it.
Throwing paws. Got my beard pinned down.
You finna catch these paws, homie.
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to do that quietly. That did not work
it's
out.
okay.
Not bad.
So I was actually really happy with this. Right out of the box, I had a lot of fun. Ran steel case just like any AK. It just ate it like it's pussy and had fun with it. Then the few things I would have to say. Negative. This guy right here. This is polymer, so I would not want to mount anything on this guy, period, because that heat from the ejection and making it cycle, that polymer is not going to hold zero. I appreciate the thought of putting something there, but honestly, I would much rather have some M-LOK down here, real M-LOK, not something that looks like it is M-LOK.
Maybe some Piccadilly rails on the side.
Yeah,
Picante.
Picantes,
Picante, Piccadilly, Pickaninny,
Picarelli.
Picarelli,
Yeah.
Key lock, M-Mod. Those are just some of the things we've heard. Anyways.
So I would say like that's something I would appreciate more out of the rail. There is a wood furniture and there is this plastic one. The plastic furniture is actually done by Archangel.
Archangel?
Archangel. Yeah, but that
Archangel?
that motherfucker.
You fucking butchered the first word? Said the first word right and then butchered the second, dude. Yeah, fuck you and your glasses, Scott. Not anything against people with glasses. This is directly at Scott.
Yeah. Hey, just because I'm wearing glasses doesn't mean I am smart. It's just they have the assumption I am smart,
Yeah, no.
and it helps me keep my job.
Well, this is well. There's even better context to that. Is like more often than not, I'm like talking to you and like a couple other dudes in the shop, and I'm like get stuck on a word, and I'm like this, and I look at Scott and I'm like, did I use that right? And Scott's got this like look on his face, like, and I'm like, oh, so that's a no, and you're like, no, I just kind of dumbfounded you use that correctly, and I'm yeah. Fuck you, man. Fuck you and your glasses for looking smarter than me. Because I look like fucking ass. You look like I got hit in the face with a shovel.
The second thing is actually this guy. Downside. This safety is rough. I've had... I'm not the only guy that has an AK here in store. We have a few staff members that actually coworkers that have AKs and they bring their in. This guy is like trying to move a solid foot of tungsten. I have to put forth a lot.
If that AK were sick, it would have the stiffles.
Yeah, it's very stiff.
New guy.
Yeah.
New guy on point with the jokes. Love it.
So, like, it took a while to break it in, and even then, it still is really, really rough and stiff. It's not. But it was a lot better than whenever I first got it out of the box.
Dude, we should sit on the couch and blast that thing like a clit.
And the other thing I attached to this guy is actually an LBX sling, which you guys can see here is actually a dark woodland. I actually really like it. I haven't had any problems with it so far. So LBX, what's up? You guys-
Multicam black.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Dark Woodland.
Oh God. Multicam black. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, like he had a he was sick last week, and then I've had an emotional week. So,
I am never referring to Multicam Black as that again. From now on, it is Dark Woodland.
Dark Woodland.
Dark Woodland, or even just, let's just start calling it Dark Multicam. That darker shade of multicam.
The darker shade.
You know, you've got your daytime multicam and you've got your nighttime multicam here, bud. This is when the sun. Hey, that there Dark Woodland. That's when the sun goes down, bud.
Check out these new Dark Woodland HRT plate carriers.
Like, I'm not trying to take a personal shot at you,
Yeah.
but I feel like I'm usually the one that says something the dumbest on the podcast. But I feel like I've got a long way to beat that one.
Yeah.
Dark Woodland.
Here.
You've heard it here, folks.
What's the
Exclusive at Tactical Shit. Dark Woodland.
What's the designation for that? M69?
Yes.
That is the official designation right now.
Yeah,
M69.
dude. Yeah. Multicam Black, forever known as Dark Woodland now.
If you guys want to mess around with it, I gotta step out real quick, and I'll be right back. Gotta go do some shaming.
Yeah, dude. Go to the bathroom and say 10 hail bends. Because update,
Agnes.
I don't know, have I fucking told the people about all that? About the recent new highs in my life?
Oh, no, we haven't gone over how you are officially a lord.
Yeah, so I thought it'd be really funny because apparently, like, most of you guys come to the shop or you see me online, you see me in videos. I thought it'd be really funny because I like to drink a lot and I'm very, very vulgar and I like curse people out and I tell people to go fuck themselves even in the store. And I became an ordained minister in like 3-4 minutes. Fucking awesome. So now I got everybody around the shop calling me Father and Rev. And then on top of that, my awesome fiance bought me one of those, like, apparently you can just buy like a small like section of land and stuff like that. And it comes with this certificate and everything, dude. I tell you what. It comes with this certificate, and it ends up being, because of that, you're now a lord. And I got people around the shop call me Lord Father Benjamin and shit like that. And dude, it is just the best, and it's so great. I don't know if I have a picture of the whole thing, but yeah,
Now you can buy yourself a Dark Woodland kilt.
well, the best thing is I got people that are like walking up to me and they're like, Father Ben, we're just having a rough day here in shipping. If you could just bless me and we'll just get through this. And I'm like, oh, you can go to the bathroom, say 10 Hail Bens, have 5 Budweisers, and you'll be good. Let's do the damn thing.
Take 2 of these and call me in the morning.
Yeah, take 2, call me in the morning. Put my lab coat on for that one because I'm a doctor because I got these fucking goggles and shit. You know what I'm saying, bud. Some off-screen camera guy. No, not a camera guy. It's his name is Yef.
Yeah.
Scott edits this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like sit
Yeah, I feel like all this is going to get cut out.
Just sit down. Yeah, just take his seat, dude. Fuck it. I'm about to say, we,
At what point am I supposed to show everybody my butthole?
dude,
Oh, we already did that.
dude, you want to go viral? Right damn now. I spread my butt cheeks as my honcho.
Unfortunately, this isn't a live stream.
Yeah. But dude, is this the start of your OnlyFans account?
Our Lord and Father, Benjamin, is now available for all of your marriage needs. Before I sat down, I was like, Scott edits this, right? I'm like, okay. Dagger.
I touched him without a muzzle on. Progress.
Oh, hey, bud. Hey, bud. Oh, shit. Dagger. Come here, bud. Come here. Hey.
So, what went on during my my little break there? What I missed with you guys?
You can watch it later.
Yeah, not really much. If I can talk about the fact that
Oh shit!
the way his paws are dragging on the way out, you probably sit over there if you
Yeah,
want to get
yeah.
on the camera, dude. Mm-hmm. Yeah, come on in, Jeff. We're going over the whole lordship and father thing and everything like that. What you got in that cup there, Jeff? I know it ain't water.
Ice cold Dr. Pepper.
With Tito's?
Yes, Tito's.
I'll give you my beer if you got
Hell
Tito's.
yeah. Everybody, this is Jeff.
Jeff is one of the guys on the sales floor.
I didn't think I'd ever find somebody more hateful. That's why I love him so much.
And as some of you returner guys, you notice that Jeff is the owner of Dagger.
The murder demon that you usually see muzzled up on our floor. Dude, you missed it, dude. We had what was that, the second or third podcast? Dude, we ended up starting talking about dogs because Magnus came in and like jumped on me and shit. Or something to that nature. And then I spent another 30 minutes just talking about dogs and showing pictures of my dog and your dog and shit like that. Obviously separately because they're both fucking batshit in their own reasons. But, just random stuff like that. It's been a good time.
He's the bestest boy.
Dagger?
He's up there.
Oh, dude, I got mad love for Dagger. I was like, you want to see how dumb I am? I'm about to go to befriend this serial killer of a dog. Dude, like, I don't do breakfast. I skip it. In fact, I found out from Ryan like 5 months ago that that's technically considered intermittent fasting. So 30 years of intermittent fasting gets you this, baby. And you can still drink beer every day. And so I literally was
Follow
like,
me for more diet advice.
yeah, dude, I'd stop at the QT in the morning.
This is what peak performance.
Dude, peak fucking performance, bud. You want tall boys for the rest of your fucking days? That's what you got to do. Skip breakfast. Maybe have a shower beer or two. And
Or two.
yeah, dude, that's why ledges are in the showers. God created it like that, okay? And for beers. And no, I look at the schedule and be like, oh shit, I'm opening with Jeff. All right, I gotta grab like a fucking big jerky stick or something like that so me and Dagger can split it. So he saves me for second to last in some sort of like bad situation. At least I'll be like one of the last people eaten by Dagger because I gave him food and stuff.
Yeah, the thing that got Dagger from barking at me, just from looking at me, to like an evil stare is me giving him 3 bags of jerky.
Joey split a
Making
pound.
progress.
Joey split a pound of jerky, like one of those big bags. He split a pound of it with fucking Dagger.
You gotta pay your taxes in the form of dog treats or he'll make you bleed.
Dude.
I can get behind that.
Dude, he likes me, and I still give him a milk bone every morning. I'm like, dude, like you like randomly show up on your off day, and I'm like, fuck, I finished my breakfast without him. Damn it, I fucked up.
So, have you guys told Jeff what we were talking about, the Ron Paul getting kicked off Facebook?
Oh no, man, I was like rambling
It's
on about
fucking
dogs and
stupid.
I
stuff.
heard something about that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude. Yeah,
that's about it.
Yeah.
we were talking
Summary.
about
Boom.
fuck buck.
Yeah. Facebook just completely fucking shit up. They did exactly what they did to us a while ago, where it said repeatedly going against our community standards. However, I don't think that Rand Paul has gone against their community standards.
Quick plug. Everybody that's thinking about homeschooling their kids or is homeschooling their kids, Ron Paul probably has one of the best homeschool curriculums that you can get. Like, it's super dope, actually. Like, so like if they're going over a history subject or anything like that, like he actually gets like a really renowned like expert in that subject to like teach the subject. Like, he actually has a really dope homeschool program.
Jeff, I haven't known you very long, but that was the last thing that I thought would ever come out of your mouth.
Yeah, I look really stupid, but I'm actually kind of smart.
Not even that. Homeschooling is a different subject.
So
Your mic is in Jeff's face.
I know. Hold
Move
on.
your.
Who's Mike?
Give me a moment here.
Look
I'm
at
still
it.
working
His
on
fucking mic's
shit.
covering his face.
If you want to come over a little bit more.
We've got this one guy from Special Operations Group, so we're going to use this microphone to block his face because we can't pay for the face blurring thing.
Yeah. Redacted.
Redacted.
I'm just gonna put a bag over him. Grab the QT bag.
No, it's just like a brown like grocery bag with the eyes cut out.
On the mouth.
Yeah, we weren't gonna do the mouth, but it just kind of sounded mumbled, so we cut it out anyway.
His new name is Dave.
Yeah. This is
Respectful.
Yeah. We already have a Dave that works here.
So
And I'm way less fat.
There's 2 Ryans.
But
We can have 2 Daves.
No, there will always be one Dave.
Yes.
I like how you said that's disrespectful. I caught that. I caught that.
I didn't even think about that when that came out of my mouth.
That's what she said.
So did you guys have anything else to say about the Zastava? Did you happen to mess around with it? Do trigger polls to see if you like it?
All right. First of all, ALG recoil spring. Let's do that. ALG trigger. Let's do that. Let's replace that stock and throw a fucking JMac Customs fucking plate on there. And then we can run a SOP mod butt stock off a mil-spec buffer tube. That fucking handguard, let's remove that. Throw a Troy on there. Then we can throw like an aim-point T2 on a low mount. We'll pull that fucking gay shit off the bottom. And then we'll throw some like SLR Rifle Works stuff on there. And then, dude, you're just missing a break.
And a bayonet.
Yeah, let's cut that down, too. Let's SBR this thing.
Yeah, so...
and I'm done with my review.
Yeah.
all of that is actually stuff that you should do to an AK.
There is no better rifle for killing commies than a rifle made by commies.
Dude. For sure. Murder approved. Be like, oh, sorry, I thought this was sanctioned. Kind of like I thought this was America. Oh, I thought this was sanctioned. This is Russia.
All right, so I'm gonna stop the recording right here. We're gonna rearrange the audio for a little bit because I can hear that there's actually some stuff going on. And try to see if we can get some better mics for Jeff here, and then I am going to be right back. Hopefully, it should be pretty seamless here. So.
I had sex with a transsexual in Thailand. Check. What?
It's funny. So it's funny you say that. Is fucking what's his name?
What the fuck are you talking?
Ron White. I don't know if you know this. Ron White actually served a couple years in the Navy, and so he was doing this. He was doing this like stand-up routine, right? And he was talking about. He's like, I served a couple years in the Navy, and
Just to let you guys know, we are recording.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I'm talking about Ron White real quick. So Ron White was on, I think he was on a podcast or it was like a stand-up or some shit like that. And he was talking about how he was in the Navy, but he was a terrible Navy dude. Because he used to go down to like this one like fucking street and get blowjobs like 2 or 3 times a day, which ultimately ended up getting him kicked out and stuff. And dude, he's sitting on his couch like 7, 8 years later or something like that. And there's a news.
Blowjob got him kicked out of the Navy?
Well, he was like cutting out of work and all that kind of shit.
Must not have been honest.
For like 2 or 3 blowjobs a day. Well, come to find out, 7 to 8 years later, it's it's peacetime. They ain't have nothing else fucking going on, dude. They had a bunch of bullshit to do. It was all a working party.
The military never kick you out for blowjobs.
No, dude, maybe you get high fives and shit. But no, so they end up, he's like getting like 2 or 3 blowjobs a day, and after a couple of years, Ron White got kicked out of the Navy, and come to find out, like 7 to 8 years later, they're doing a news story about this one place in the place he was stationed, and they're like, yeah, this whole street's just infested with transvestites. And Ron White's like, so I guess I hold the record for being blown by the most dudes.
It's impressive for the Navy.
That's impressive that he admitted that. I was like, dude, what are you talking about? I'm fucking...
Chicks with dicks.
Yeah.
Ain't no such thing as...
guys with tits.
No. There is no such thing as dudes with tits. It's all... Or no, there's no such thing as chicks with dicks. It's all dude with tits. That's...
Exactly.
Yeah. Budweiser and such. Anyway, sorry, that's a fucking... Yeah, Ron White. Well, just when you think he couldn't get any crazier. That's tater salad for you, bud.
So the next thing I actually wanted to talk to you guys about here is actually this guy right here. The pent-up demand from the coronavirus could reignite Chinese interest in U.S. deals. The thing is...
Do they feel bad about fucking the world?
Fuck, man. We didn't write this article. South China Morning Post wrote this article. Go ahead, look it up. While I was reading it, I actually saw a lot of really interesting points. One of them is the fact that the lowest that we've been engaging with them is actually current. and also back in 2006 and 2007, which, not to point any fingers, was before Obama. And then we ended up getting a lot of other situations occurring after that, where we saw globalism start to pick up, and the world trade started happening. Then now that Biden is president-elect, China is actually showing interest in picking up and buying American companies again.
Like Jeep. Oh, what's that? Jeep moving all their production to China? Or a whole bunch of it?
Yep. Yeah.
Anybody else notice all those Jeeps in the parking lot on election night in Biden's parking lot?
Yes.
All Jeeps.
Yeah.
And all the plates went to the Jeep manufacturing company.
Really?
Mm-hmm. When they ran all the plates and they all went back to like a Chrysler Jeep manufacturing company.
Well,
And then Jeep also announced that they're moving a shitload of their production to China.
dude,
Yeah.
I did hear that. I was fucking following on that.
Now, there's a whole bunch of other companies where they're announcing that China's approaching them to buy them out. And it's kind of pissing me off because the whole thing that really helped our economy grow is the fact that we stepped away from the global brand and looked into the more nationalist. Me being a libertarian, I actually agree with that. We should focus on ourselves first and then focus on others second. And I don't know what you guys think. I'd definitely be interested to hear, like, what do you guys think about that? Do you think we should be teaming up with China and other countries in order to create a world affair, or start going back to the founding fathers' ideology of nationalism?
Yeah, I think, and don't get me wrong, I'm not a smart man or nothing like that.
Nobody ever accused you of being one.
Fuck you, Jeff. Fuck you, bud. You know what? Whatever, man. I can just sit here quietly. You guys can take this. No, I'm kidding. I've heard there's been a lot of reports of like even China buying Jeep and other stuff like that and other things. It's like I've heard there's been a lot of like rich Chinese people investing in a lot of properties here in the U.S. and stuff like that and trying to buy up as much as they can so that way they have. And I don't want to say like a foothold in America or nothing like that, not to freak anybody out or nothing, but and not that it's like bullshit or nothing like that, but there should be, I don't know, there should be
Precautions.
precautions, but like, you know, if you're going to have X amount of like Chinese investors buying up a lot of property from American like soil, then there should be the equivalent of the same in China.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, like it's almost like companies like trading stocks. I don't know if that's a fucking thing or nothing like that. I'm
a little surprised that
like Jeff said, I'm not that smart. Whatever. Fuck you, Jeff.
I'm a little surprised Trump didn't try to buy the Great Wall.
Yeah. Buy it, then ship it over here.
Exactly.
Yeah. It did wonders with keeping the Mongolians out.
DHL Express.
That's true. So, Jeff, do you have anything to add?
Anything besides?
Nothing that you won't edit.
Let me hear it and let him edit.
Yeah, let me hear it, and I'll see what I can edit out and
No,
what
dude,
we
I'm
can
all
leave
about
in.
it.
Oh man.
Point it towards you.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to rethink. Well, you know.
Okay. The next thing is actually we're going to be stepping into the pop culture section.
Jesus Christ.
Pop culture is actually this bad boy. Those of you guys that don't know who Bethesda is, Bethesda does a whole bunch of really awesome stuff. For example, Fallout, Skyrim.
Allegedly, weren't they under fire last year for some bullshit? Oh, no, they called somebody out for fucking saying like free.
Yeah.
What was it? Who? What was that? Was that China? They're saying like Free China or Free Hong Kong or whatever. Free Hong Kong. They're saying Free Hong Kong and Bethesda went against them.
Yeah.
And shit like that. So yeah, whatever, dude. Fuck Bethesda.
I think you're talking about Blizzard.
You might be right.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck
They
Blizzard.
both start with a B.
My bad, Bethesda. I've actually played a few of their games.
Bethesda is now owned.
Yeah, fuck Blizzard.
Bethesda actually went through a sale, and I think Bethesda is
the
now
Dairy Queen
owned
one.
by Microsoft.
Blizzard made like most of the Battlefield games, or like they made the engine for it.
I don't know if they made the engine, but Blizzard's known for doing World of Warcraft. They did Hearthstone.
No, fucking.
They also did. Diablo.
I know EA produced Battlefield.
Yeah.
I know
That's who it
Blizzard
was.
did something with some of the Battlefields. I don't know what it was though.
They might have.
I know what you're thinking of, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you're thinking we're talking about Blizzard, but the engine they used to produce Battlefield 3 and on was called Frostbite.
Okay.
That you might be just
that
getting
what I'm thinking
that.
of?
I don't know, and
I
I could
don't
be wrong. I'm
I
not
fucking hate
like
the
Jeff said. I'm not the smartest. Whatever. Fuck you, Jeff.
So this is actually something I'm really interested in that this got announced.
Hey, we're good friends, bud.
The fact that we have Bethesda announcing that they're going to be doing an Indiana Jones game. I'm kind of interested on how they're going to take it. If they're going to be going the Harrison Ford route, or if it's going to be something where it's like it's an Indiana Jones adventure, but you create your own path, like they did with Fallout and like they did with not Diablo, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls. So, do you guys have any wish and expectations on that, or?
I don't even know. I don't know what to expect out of an Indiana Jones game, besides the fact that I'm gonna have to figure out what fucking tile to step on as I'm going through a tomb and try to get some treasure, and hopefully there's no booby traps and no arrows gonna smoke me in the neck.
Temple Run and a fucking ball chasing me,
Yeah,
and that's the entire game.
So this next topic is actually it's open ended because I actually want to know what you guys think. The protest that was supposed to happen at Twitter's front gates. They reported that only a handful of people showed up, and yet they called in the police. There was a huge presence there. Do you think that it was overestimated, or do you think that no one showed up because no one cared?
Well, so
The second one.
the only thing that I heard about was fucking that the FBI was supposed to be locking down the building because there was such a threat to whatever. And who cares? Fuck Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck Blizzard. Fuck Facebook. Fuck everybody else I've said fuck about. You know what? And you know what? Fuck. You know what? I'm going back. Bethesda, you got fucking a monthly subscription to your games and shit. Fuck you too.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Other than that,
He's not wrong.
I've got no opinion other than that. Yeah, but yeah, I'm just fucking hateful. I don't give a shit. Man, this Budweiser is good. It's been a long day.
Jeff?
I haven't heard about a protest at Twitter's headquarters. I've heard all kinds of things about Twitter, but I didn't know that they were.
If it didn't do anything for the capital of the United States, why would it do anything to Twitter?
Yeah.
Come on, pull your thumb out of your ass.
Same but different.
Yeah, but we all found out protests don't do anything.
I think there's a lot of people that can disagree with what happened at the Capitol and get behind telling Twitter to go fuck themselves.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can send a fucking tweet that says "Go fuck yourself, Twitter."
Yeah. That is true.
Yeah, because free speech and stuff. Oh wait, that doesn't
Yeah.
Yeah. So some people reported that only one person showed up to the protest, in which case that is half true. That people showed up, but oh no, it's not touchscreen here. Yeah,
Just sounds like the Area 51 raid.
But yeah, there were people that showed up, but they weren't actually all well organized. And then
What,
also,
they were all fucking stoned retards like the Area 51 raid.
well, the thing that kind of gets me is if you really think about it, how locked down is the Capitol, and how locked down is Area 51? How the fuck did we not get into Area 51, but we got into the Capitol.
Well, so there's a few videos. I don't even mean to cut you off, Jeff. There was a few videos floating around of like a few cops letting people into the building.
Yes, so that actually has been confirmed. That the gates were opened by cops, and those cops are actually now under investigation, and they've been put on suspension.
So, and like, here's how like I always look at news articles. So, like,
With 2 eyes
well,
and a dumb conscience.
One really bad eye and one okay eye. So, like how all these headlines are worded, like pro-Trump protest at Twitter, pro-Trump protest at Twitter, like, so it's like the media bending it to sound like it's just a pro-Trump protest, to try to bend it to make it sound like it's not just against them. When I think there's a lot of people that don't like Twitter that are pro-Trump, obviously, but it's more than just a pro-Trump protest at Twitter. So there's a lot of people that don't like Trump necessarily, but like him more than maybe Biden, but don't like Twitter and how they're controlling free speech. So if a bunch of people are protesting at Twitter, it's probably more about their control over free speech and less about them being pro-Trump. I mean, I'm sure a lot of them are pro-Trump, but it probably has a lot more to do with, their control over free speech. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, very solid point.
Goddamn, Jeff.
Yeah.
Well put there, bud.
I agree. Yeah, I think it's more of a free speech situation, in which case that can lead back to what we first talked about, which was the Gina Carano. Do you happen to know who she is?
Yeah, I follow her on Instagram.
Really?
She's hot. Posts some pretty intellectual content that I appreciate. If you ever listen.
Oh man, dude! I reached out to her. Like I did the exact same thing in the first episode. We talked about her, and I'm just like, dude, you're not thick with 2 C's. You're thick with 3 C's.
Jeff won't say it, so I will. But you're welcome for Jeff's service, Gina, because he would really like to get to know you. Jeff enjoys long walks on the beach with his dog without a muzzle, and he is a savage. So gear the fuck up.
Yeah, so we started the episode with talking about Gina Carano, mating call. Talking about her, how she's getting a lot of pressure, and there's a lot of rumors flying around that there's pressure from the higher-ups in Disney for her to apologize for her tweets and Instagram posts before they move forward with her and her role in the Mandalorian and any of the offshoots that they're going to be doing that they've announced. So do you think that that's fair? I mean, do you think that that's something that they should be doing? Because I feel like,
I don't think it's fair, but it sounds like Hollywood.
Yeah.
I
mean, it's Disney, too.
Which it's funny because it's Disney, and
Oh yeah, fuck Disney.
If anybody knows anything about Walt Disney and the kind of person he was as a person,
The guy was a dick.
I know what side of the fence he'd be on. He'd definitely be on Gina's side if he was alive today.
So, funny thing is, he actually didn't like women. In his, he actually...
Huh? Just women.
That is true.
That's the funny thing is, it's like Walt Disney. People are like, oh my God, Walt Disney and everything like that. It's
Yeah.
like,
Happy fairy tales.
have you ever looked into Walt Disney as a person, not just as a business owner?
So,
Not talking shit on Disney, but yeah, fuck Disney. Anyways,
Walt was actually not a good guy. He was very much a feminist and he was very much a sexist, not a feminist. Whenever there is a famous letter that a female artist actually wrote in saying, "Hey, I love your movies. I'm actually really interested. I was motivated by Cinderella to start drawing. Here's some of my work. Do you guys mind looking at it?" Then the head artist wrote back saying that women don't belong in the artists, and like now she's working for Disney, and she's one of the artists, but she wrote it whenever she was a little girl. And you're just like, do you guys like? You're trying to play the story off. You're trying to play the story off like it's a big thing where, look how far we've come. But in actuality, it's look where you were and look where you are now. And look at the fact that you're refusing to acknowledge that you used to be run by someone who was a bigot, someone who was a sexist, someone was a lot of ist.
No, and I've got a couple of things to say. The reason why a few of us are pointing off camera is at one point in time, Dagger, the black German Shepherd, was literally standing on top of the white German Shepherd, Magnus. And we look over and Dagger's propped way up above the table because he was had his front paws on top of Magnus's shoulders, which is a decently tall dog. Other than that, though, no. And going back to what you were saying about that girl, is that's one of the cool things is some people can kind of take the hatred and they can take it and they can wallow in it, or they can take it and they can they can take it and they can run with it as far as motivation and shit. On a funnier note, one of the things that my fiance does is going back to the 2016 election is Hillary Clinton once told on camera that women only vote because how their husbands and their dads tell them to vote. And my fiance has been living up that line for 5 years. And so people were like, oh, hey, don't forget to vote about this because this is going on in our county. And she's like, well, I got to talk to Ben and my dad and I'll see what's going on. And they're like, what? And she's like, well, I have to have their opinion and I have to know what they're thinking before I vote because they need to tell me what to do. And so when I tell people here at the shop or people that like you guys that I work with and I tell that story, all y'all laugh your asses off and all the other dudes that we work on retail with think it's fucking hilarious. But when she tells people that she works with or people that she runs into, people are like, you have to ask permission from your fiance or your dad. And she's like, yeah, that's what they're there for, is to tell me how to think. And she goes even further than she needs to. She's like, yeah, they're supposed to tell you how to think or whatever, right? And they're like people just look at her like, I can't believe you just fucking said this. And she's like, well, that's the American laws, aren't they? You're supposed to just go off what your dad and your husband thinks or your significant other. And it's that, and once again, I'm a motherfuck somebody. Fuck Hillary. But yeah, no, she said that and she's like, well, yeah, women voters only vote on what their husbands and their dads think. And my fiance is like, that's the next joke for the next decade and a half. Fuck everybody. I can't wait to keep using that. And dude, she says it to people that aren't us. And the looks that she gets is fucking priceless. And they're like, what? And she just fucking, she hits the ground running with it. She's like, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna fucking throw these motherfuckers off. I'm like, you know what? I think I might marry you.
We have Jeremiah, Red, White, and Ben, me, Scott, TacticalSht.STL, and Jeff signing off.
My name is Jeff. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. We're gonna be signing off now. See you guys on the next time.
His name is Jeff.